afternoon. It is day 3 of the Siargao lockdown and we are just heading out to the coconut plantation. Just out of curiosity, since we arrived on the island, that area is one of the main hotspots for the tourists, and we want to see how much tourism has been affected here on the island since the lockdown. So it's actually just a short drive really from where we're staying, but we're going to be going through some of the local villages, so I'm going to show what it looks like out here, see what's going on the island. We've left Jay's mum and Story at home. Story was having an afternoon nap, so we've left her sleeping peacefully. So far we've only passed about 2 cars, haven't we, Jay?
Yeah, there's barely anyone here on the streets, even though the local activity seems to have reduced a lot.
Yeah, this road was always quite a quiet road anyway, but there was always some little tricycles and scooters, and today there's been nothing. Now we're getting closer to the village, there's a bit more activity going on. So this strip of town here all looks the same as it always did. This is where we used to get our fruit and vegetables from quite a lot of times, and it looks like they're all still operating. So there's still lots of fresh food to buy here. I presume that a lot of it is grown here on the island, which is great because you don't have to wait for supply boats or things like that to come in. Obviously Siargao is a really lush green island with a lot of rainfall, so growing crops and growing produce here is an ideal environment for it, and obviously we've got abundance of coconuts and there are lots and lots of tropical fruits here in plentiful supply. Bananas are everywhere, which we've been eating loads of every day. I think Story had 5 yesterday. So we're actually on one of the main roads now here, and it is noticeably quieter, isn't it?
Oh yeah, before it was like 50% tourists driving up here on scooters, 50% locals. Now it's only locals and us. So you can definitely tell there's been a huge change there. I mean, right now, this section, there's no one on it apart from us and this one little dude. Before, we were like
in traffic jams.
Yeah, and tourist vans were flowing up and down, so yeah, you can really notice it.
This truck here is the water delivery, one of the companies here, so that's all still going on and being supplied. Right, we are here. Wow.
Kind of eerie.
That is, well, an insane view. Absolutely beautiful.
There's no one here.
Let's put a clip in from when we were here last week and you can see the difference. A little row of shops here, they're all closed as well. There was a little souvenir gift shop and a little cafe doing some drinks and fries, that kind of thing. Now all you can hear is the birds.
Some insects, yeah. It's nice.
A couple of dudes just turned up here. I think they're having a cigarette break. And a couple more vehicles, but again, so quiet.
I wonder if it's like this in the low season. Like, just nobody here until, because we came at the beginning of the high season, didn't we? And we could see it, the amount of people here. Just like loads of tourists in bikinis and stuff, getting off of scooters and tour groups, tourist vans, everything. Yeah,
everyone's just lined up on the wall here taking pictures and selfies.
Drones all over the place. It's like a traffic jam of drones.
You included.
Yeah, I know. You had to wait your turn though, just make sure you weren't like crashing into other drones.
So, like Jay just said, this is really nice. It is really peaceful because we don't like crowds anyway, and we are quite adept to the art of social distancing anyway, so this kind of hasn't affected us too badly in that sense.
It's kind of funny actually, because people that follow us on YouTube that don't really know us think that we're really outgoing, extroverted people because we film our life publicly, but you know, we choose very carefully where we film and we try to keep quite a quiet life anyway, don't we?
Yes.
So to be able to get to a tourist destination and have no one here is kind of perfect.
But while it is nice, we also wanted to talk about how we were feeling about being here and about what's going on, and honestly it's just very, very, very weird.
It's weird.
You're not really quite sure what to think, and if social media didn't exist right here on this island, we wouldn't know anything was even going on. That's how kind of non-panicky it's all been.
Yeah, I mean, we stopped watching things like the news a long time ago because it was just depressing, and we didn't feel like it was actually helping progress our lives in any way. So all of our information comes from social media, and there's so much kind of fluff and so much kind of fake news. You don't really know what the truth is and what isn't. So it can lead to so much unnecessary panic, which has led to what the world is in a state today, isn't it?
I think it has all been affected majorly by social media and what people are spreading online, which has led to a lot of fear and worry in a lot of cases. Obviously, it is a worrying situation, and there's no denying that there is something going on.
Of course, yeah. There is obviously a virus. It's not a fake virus. People are getting sick from it, and the science is there. But I do think it has been blown just a touch out of proportion in some places, and in some places the people are more dangerous than the virus itself, you know. And the panic can lead to so much bad. I'm just hoping it doesn't happen. We've been getting messages and images from our family in England showing the shops and how they're completely empty of everything. And we've been reading that if people didn't go out and hoard by, then the shops would have a plentiful supply of food. But the fear is causing people to hoard, and then that means that people that didn't get to the shops on time have nothing to eat.
That is, to me, the most worrying thing. Like, there's no baby formula, there's no nappies. Like, that is just insane that has happened.
On a side note of that though, we are generally quite a positive outlook couple, and we do try to look for the good side of everything. And we did say to each other that maybe, just maybe, this situation will cause a lot of people to wake up and start trying things that they would never have bothered to do before, like perhaps doing reusable nappies or trying to eat something different than they usually eat because, you know, it's not available anymore. It is very possible that now that some of the systems that are in place that keep people comfortable are gone, then people will look out for themselves more and be more self-sufficient afterwards, which is better for the world.
I think it's a shock to the world, and that's what's made everything so crazy, because it's not just one little place, it's not just a few people, it's literally everybody, and that's scary.
It's just a couple more meters down the road. We're at the famous coconut selfie road, they call it. This is where everyone comes to get their shot, walking down the centre of the street.
If you see a picture of Siargao on Instagram, it'll probably be right here. And when we came here before, we didn't even bother to stop and take a picture because there was so many people.
Everyone was waiting for their quiet time, you know, waiting for all the cars to go like this, and then they were going in the centre of the road, walking along, taking their shot. But today, you don't have to wait long. Listen to this peace and quiet. Just the cockles, the birds, and my footsteps. Amazing, isn't it?
It's just us and a buffalo in this field. It's over there.
It's like discovering a lost world. Unbelievable. I'm sweating like mad, but seriously, how lucky are we to be able to experience this?
Yeah, no.
It's very unusual, isn't it?
It is.
I think a world disaster had to happen, but like we just seem to have landed here, and I don't know, I have to be grateful for the upside of that. Yeah, it's not all perfect though, look. Just broke my flip-flop. Shoeless, and I've been bitten by mosquitoes. It's not all perfect, eh?
And we're sweaty.
Yeah. Let's poke that back in for now. There's one more stop we wanted to see before we start heading back home, and that's the Marcin bridge. This place has got very popular over the last few years with tourists because there's one particular coconut tree that hangs over the river and everyone wants to get their photo there. The locals have set up a little kind of environmental fee, and this place has always been packed with people. Today, there is officially nobody in the river. There it is, there's the famous tree. Anyone on it?
No, nothing. And there's no canoes, there's no bamboo rafts, everything's packed up.
People were swinging off like left, right and centre, weren't there? It's completely empty. That one right there. Very different. back home to the family.
We've actually only been out just over an hour, but Story's probably waking up from a nap now, so we want to get back via getting some rice.
Yeah, we've been trying to have a valid reason to be out every day. Rice today was the thing we need, so we thought we'd come out and do some filming at the same time. I feel a little bit like a journalist.
On the ground.
Yeah, seeing all these empty streets publishing on the day, it's very different from us.
Yeah, it does feel a little bit strange because we've got so many videos, so much to share from our previous travels before we even got to the Philippines, but we're still going to be publishing those videos on the channel as we go along here as well.
Yeah, if you want to see what we've been getting up to on Instagram, follow us at 8 miles from home, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.